an interesting show about what we've been up to. And I'll be honest with you, it's been an absolutely awesome week. There's been so much happening as always. We've done 2 races at the weekend. We've got loads happening this weekend. There's 3 things on this weekend. So, you know, we're looking forward to another great week. So let me just kind of bring this on. So this is kind of the weekend. So before I summarize, I'm going to summarize the weekend really with some videos just to put in perspective of what we're doing, how we're doing it, and probably most importantly, that you get to understand how Team AngelWolf works. Not only just me racing, but also Little Wolf, how she's been such a little superstar over the weekend. Absolutely blessed how she's just been unbelievable with racing with Ria at the weekend. But I'll kind of going to come to that in a minute. And then obviously we did a time trial on Saturday, which was pretty epic, to be honest with you. It was a great day, and we're looking forward to the next one. There's 3 of them. But like I said to you always, as we kick things off, I'm going to do a tip of the day. So last week we were talking about getting across the finish line. This week we're going to talk about training and work. I think this picture here is brilliant. I just found this a little bit earlier. And for me, you know, even though this is my job, there always needs to be a great balance between obviously work and training. Now, I'm going to have to admit, and I think a lot of people fall fault to this, is they receive this fantastic training plan, however they receive it, from their coach, online, or they make it themselves. And they kind of put a number to it, so that's kind of normal. People put a number and a statistic to how much they have to swim, bike, and run, either every day, every week, every month to get ready for a race. Fantastic. And there's a schedule in there. But one thing that people really don't accommodate enough, and this is such an important to the success of training, is to try and get that balance. That balance absolutely has to be in there between not only your training, your work, plus outside work as well. So your home, lifestyle, family have to be a priority always. And it should fit the other way around. What most people have the problem to do, they set up a training program and work and life just has to fit around their training program. And I have to be honest with you, that puts enormous amount of stress on too many people, not only from work, well, work you have to be there anyway, but family as well, because they have to do a 2-hour ride, etc., etc. So my tip tonight is trying to find the balance of the training and your life. Please don't let the training take over your home schedule. If you need to go out because you're tired, you need some rest, you need to spend some time with the family, you need to go out for dinner, whatever that may be, please do consider that as a #1 priority. Because again, I see that people don't have kind of good gains or consistent gains because there's too much training and everything's getting in the way, or then you miss a few sessions because you've kind of it's in the program, but work made you, you know, for whatever reason you couldn't manage to train that day, and then you feel guilty. So try and get that balance, but don't ever feel guilty that you missed a session. It's never about catching up, so you don't need to double them up. Just let life take its way and its toll. So that's my tip of the day. Make sure you've got balance between work, life, and training, rather than the other way around, where the priority comes with the training and everything else has to fall into place. Do it the other way around. Life, family come first, work somewhere, but obviously training is important, but get the right balance. Okay, so I have no idea on that. I'll get one out. Side. So our Mams are at the weekend, just to throw you in there. We did it as a family event. So you're probably thinking, who was that swimming? So for those that know our Mamsa, absolutely fantastic race. We've been doing it for ages, but the slight issue with our Mamsa is sometimes the swim. It's been well known to have sea lice, and no one knows what sea lice are. I don't even know what they look like. But the thing is, there's been a couple of occasions we swam in the water at Al Mamza, and you kind of swim along and you start to feel itchy. It's the most bizarre feeling. It's not even after, it's generally in the water. You still get a bit afterwards. But the last swim we did also, there was quite a few jellyfish, and you're kind of like, oh, that's the start, that's the swim. The bike's brilliant, and obviously the run's always off, depending on the weather. But it's a great course, extremely well organised. Big thank you to Supersports for putting this race on. So that was us swimming. So what we did this time was slightly different. We did it as a team time trial. That's the next day. Oh my God. We did it as a family relay. So because of the swim, I was kind of negotiating with Tia. I was like, Tia, do you want to swim? It's shorter, because she likes to swim. She's really strong in the water. Or do you want a bike? 20k. I like the bike because I can go really hard. And she was like, Dad, I'm not swimming there. Last time I swam was like loads of jellyfish. So I got the short straw. Dad swam 750 meters. We did the sprint. There was Olympic on as well, and a super sprint, and loads of kids. I swam. Tia cycled 20 kilometers. I'm going to show you some clips in a minute. Absolutely, let me just show you them now. So then you get to see the clips, and it's absolutely brilliant. So what I've done today.
Awesome Team AngelWolf.
I just want to kind of come back, and I'll show you a few more clips of the man, but I just want to say a huge thank you to a few people. First and foremost, to everyone that participates in a race. Absolutely brilliant. So I know always there's like beginners there, and everyone's a little bit nervous, and again, first race of the season. So everyone's out there, but I just want to thank everyone that's that helps in a race. So that's from the volunteers, people behind the scenes, race organizers, obviously spectators coming down and seeing friends and family, and everyone, I have to admit, has a great tendency to shout and scream for Rio and Tia and me and Mum. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, absolutely outstandingly grateful for the amount of compassion that we have when we race. It is absolutely delightful to have that type of support. And you just saw there on the bike, two guys came by us, and I'm just gonna have to tell you that generally 90%, some people they're in their own zone, so I get that. But generally 90%, especially on the bike, will say something. They'll go Rio, go Tia, well done Team AngelWolf, awesome effort. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, we are super grateful. Even though we might not respond all the time, so many people going by and everyone's cheering on both sides of the road. We do acknowledge it. And I just want to say, if you are an athlete and you're out there, thank you so much, because it means the world, especially when I'm out there and I'm racing, because you might know, everything I do is at 110%. I give it everything. And I'm generally not in a position to talk. I can hardly breathe. So it's an all-out effort. But even if it's just a nod of appreciation or a thumb might come up, it does mean that we acknowledge you. But personally, I just want to say absolutely thank you. So you can see there the two guys going past Tia and just going awesome job to Team AngelWolf. So thank you very much to them. We are absolutely... happy, Rio? To race?
Right.
You're doing a triathlon? Yeah? Swim, bike, run. Rio! Rio! And also a big mention actually, to the Team AngelWolf Wolfpack that were racing with us at the weekend. Absolutely delightful, always to have the team down there. Not only do they come down and race, they're always behind the scenes helping us in all different levels, from getting set up to cheering us on if we're racing and they're finished. And it's just an absolutely fantastic effort. So, a big shout out to, oh my God, there was just so many people, from Sean. Ali was out there doing Olympic hot, so good effort to you. And then obviously a special little announcement to little Afra. So Afra was our little star triathlete who was out there racing her first triathlon of the season. She did the children's triathlon, which is always really well, or I'd like to say, is just a great introduction race to kind of allow children to experience triathlon. And there's loads of good, fantastically strong kids out there just giving it a go. So awesome to all the little ones. I wish I had the opportunity at that age to have a go at triathlon. So absolutely brilliant. So Afra was out there. She had a fantastic race, and she did, which is really nice. And I just love the recognition for the triathlon at the moment. So they had an award for the UAE triathletes, so obviously in different categories, and Afra came first place in her category, in her age group. So well done, Afra, absolutely fantastic, and what another great day, and great to have you all out there racing with us. And thank you to everyone that put on a great race, especially Supersports. Challenging times, still trying to make a race safe with 400 athletes, so you can imagine how that is. But the day, in my opinion, was absolutely fantastic. So brilliant. Which brings me on to a bit of a TT. On muted. Hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me? All right. So there we go. And just another windy morning. When we did this course, kind of went absolutely fantastic location. So again, a few hills, loads of wind, just trying to find some big people to help me along. And obviously that was my day. We also had a bit of a support crew. Best support crew. So we had some unicorns out there keeping us safe. Dancing music. So a big thank you to Alma and Egglake. Shake it, baby! That is what our days are like. So great to get out there. A few more, just so you get an idea of what this is all about. Beautiful scenery in Dubai. And then the last one before we get on to what we're doing this weekend. Across the finish line. I have to admit, absolutely adore this video. What's happened? There we go, sorry. Let's find another page. There we go. All right. So just want to say thank you to another great race, all run by Hopper Sports and Revolution Cycles, putting on another safe, great event. Loads of athletes out there racing in teams. So just to let you understand what a time trial and how it looks like. Awesome race, by the way. So what normally will happen is, not for me, slightly different, because I need two guys to help me around the whole course. So they need to be my windbreakers. So a cyclist at the front, someone sits on their behind, or beside them, or next to them, behind them, sorry, will generally need to generate about 30% less power. So the guy at the front is working hard. The guy behind is, this is easier for him. So they can get a little bit of recovery. And then obviously the second person behind as well is obviously in that tunnel. So when it's a TT, the guy at the front is working the hardest. So what would normally happen? Normally 30, 45 seconds, the guy will stay at the front, but then he'll roll to the back. So the second guy is his 30 seconds of effort. So they will continue to rotate throughout their whole time. Obviously, even if there's someone a little bit struggling, they might do a little bit less, and those two guys at the front might do a little bit longer. So that's the idea of a time trial. Great event. The first one that I've done as a race. I think there's two more in the series, so absolutely great day. Really looking forward to the next one. Which kind of brings me on to what we're up to this weekend. So this weekend we've got 3 races. So we've got a little run, which is going to be quite awesome. That's not the one. So we got a little run at Desert Palm. So we're running. There's loads from Team AngelWolf down there as normal. Hopefully you're racing there as well. So what it is a Desert Park cross-country run. There's I think a 2.5, a 5, 10, 15. It runs a circuit of 5K, which goes an alternate between tarmac and what am I going to say? And grass. So what I'm going to do, if you might see the picture at the top, there's got these really thin wheels. I've got these big, fat kind of wheels that you see on mountain bikes that go into the desert. So I've got a set of them. I'm going to run with that. It's the first time I actually really just run by myself with it. So that's going to be quite interesting. But good thing is, Tia's racing. Tia's got 5K. I think it's going to be another little bit of a head-on together. So we're going to see how that works as well. So looking forward to this weekend. Saturday, Halloween, we know. We're going to do Climb with Rio World Tour in South America. And let me just explain a little bit. What we're going to do, let me go backwards. So Rio's going to do the Nitori Contemporary Art Museum. But the idea is what we're doing this month and for the next couple of months, we're actually, rather than saying go out and choose, we're picking 5 different climbs for Climb with Rio and then just choose one. So I'm going to go from the top. So if you want to climb this weekend, Machu Picchu, in your home, live virtually, go to InPhoto, find all the details, register, tell us, send some photos. It's 2.4 kilometers. Burj Khalifa is over 800 meters. So that's a big climb if you want to do that. I know people are doing it this weekend. Angel Falls, Venezuela is just under a kilometer. Sugarloaf Mountain in Rio again, 396 meters. So again, calculate how many steps. The Izaku, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Someone's going to change me and tell me a million times. 82 meters. And Rio is going to climb the Nitori Contemporary Art Museum. This art museum, I have to go to Rio one day because obviously Rio's name, and just love to go to South America, sits on the edge of this little cliff. It is stunning. Let me just move my photo out of the way and you can see it. There you go. You've got in the distance, so it sits in the bay of Rio de Janeiro. You've got Sugarloaf Mountain. You can see Rio de Janeiro. You can see all the coastline. And it looks like this kind of UFO that's just literally landed. It's a contemporary art museum. I've had people message me and say, Nick, this place is absolutely stunning. So you can see the photos on either side. So Rio's going to climb that. It's 16 meters tall. So what we're going to do is, Rio's not on my back. Rio's not on Tia's back, not on Mum's back. We'll leave that to next month. So we've got a surprise for next month when we go to North America. but Rio's going to climb it solo. So what does that mean? Easy. Not easy. 3 times up and down our stairs, solo effort. It's going to help with Tia just for balance and stability, and just to keep up momentum, because we have no idea what he might do. He might just sit down, have enough, because he won't comprehend that he has to go up and down the stairs 3 times. So we're going to do that live at 4 o'clock UAT, not our normal 6 o'clock, because it's trick and treating time. So we're going to do it 4 o'clock live. Please tune in on Facebook and Instagram, and Rio's going to do his climb. If you want to join us that weekend, anytime from Friday, Saturday or Sunday, do one of these climbs. Please be a part of Team AngelWolf. Get friends, family, kids involved. Really easy now. So I've just kind of dictated how high they are. You just need to calculate how many steps you've got in the house, how high is a step, and then see how many flights you need to do. So that's what we're up to this weekend. And then what I'm going to finish on is quickly, let me just come to me, is what we're going to do for the whole month of November. So as you've been seeing, we didn't really do anything this month because we kind of wanted to be honest with you, maybe we were just trying to think, what could we do? So we want to do, okay, let's do something, leave it for a month, but do something special in November. Because why? In Dubai, we've got, the kicks off this Friday, basically runs almost through to the end of November. And we have Dubai Fitness Challenge. Great initiative run by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan. And simply, he's inspiring the people to do, the community to do 30 minutes of exercise every day. Excuse me. Sorry. So we thought, okay, why don't we continue our moves? So we didn't move in June, July, August, September, etc. And so we thought, okay, let's do a move in November. So what am I doing? I'm going to do an Olympic triathlon for every day, one discipline, every day for 30 days. So on Sunday, the 1st, I'm going to swim 1.5 kilometers, Kite Beach, 6 o'clock. I'll tell you if you want to get involved. The next day, we're going to cycle 40 kilometers, me pulling Rio. The next day, I run 10K down at Kite Beach, 6 o'clock every morning, and then we repeat back to the swim day 4 and all the way for 30 days throughout the whole month of November. So they're what we're doing. Kite Beach, everyone should know Kite Beach. We're down there 6 o'clock. Now, the only request that I do have, if you want to join us, is very simple. Because obviously COVID and protocols here in Dubai and the UAE is very simple, and we've had a good chat with all relevant government bodies. What they're saying is, Nick, if you have a group, fine, but keep your groups to 5 meters. Make sure there's social distancing within that group of 5. But if you're a group and you're cycling, groups of 5, good space in between, good space. You know what I mean? We're talking about 3 or 4 bike lanes, then another group of 5, and so on. So when we do our runs and swims and bikes, please come down and join us every day. But all we're just going to ask is, let's just be responsible, keep the social distancing, let's keep in groups of 5, and then obviously we can all do this fantastic achievement with Rio throughout November. So that's what we're up to. If you want to get involved, follow our social media. Please join us. I'm going to do a lot more live like we did when we kicked this off in June with Ride with Rio. We can do a lot more live. Might even come on every night just to do a little bit of a summary and tell you how we're getting on. So that's Team AngelWolf. That's our little show for tonight. Hopefully it's a bit of an update. Please get involved. Keep well, get fit. There's no excuses. There's great things, great initiatives coming up starting on Friday. Dubai Fitness Challenge. Get out there, get fit. But most importantly, make sure everything that you do is inclusive. So if you've got someone who you need to encourage to get healthy and fit, include them, guys. That's why the word inclusion is so important. If you know someone with a disability or is differently abled or a person of determination, find a way to get them included. Bring them out. Even if it's just bringing them out on a wheelchair, it really doesn't matter. Make sure everyone within this community are all helping each other, and we're all on the same playing field, enjoying this love of health and fitness and sport. So that's why our hashtag is inclusive impactivity, because we want to make an impact on this planet. I'm going to leave you on that note. Have a great week. We're back in next Monday. And yeah, keep well, keep fit.